There actually are demons in this world.
Oh.
Calling up the spirit world, in particular the devil's spirit world, can actually have real world consequences. It's not something to mess with. Many Christians believe this.
Yeah, they're wrong.
This is dangerous. It's not a game. It's literally evil.
Megyn Kelly is throwing out some crazy talk in regards to claiming that there was a curse, a literal curse placed on Charlie Kirk and his wife. Sam Seder and the Majority Report broke all this down on their show. I wanted to take a look at this because it's funny, but I also think it plays into a serious aspect of MAGA and their beliefs and helps to understand the cult that they're in. We're going to take a look at clips from Megyn Kelly's show and the Majority Report with Sam Seder and Emma Vigeland. I will share my thoughts on this as well. Let's check it out together.
What is the Megyn Kelly thing about?
She's worried about witches.
She's doubled back to the Etsy witches.
Okay, well, we got RM here, so let's do that, because I know you spend a lot of time in the occult and witches.
Research.
Oh my God, she had a priest on.
Whoa.
Yeah, you got to do exorcism, sort of through the media.
Is this guy really a priest? Because he looks like he plays a priest.
That's
on USA Network.
Right.
Outfit there. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I cannot imagine like, hey, listen, I don't have a huge budget, but I need a set. I need a set that looks like a priest's office. Can you do this? And how quickly can you get it together?
Duct tape on the collar.
Don't worry about. I don't care. You're blocking the window with the bookcase. We just need to do this.
Suspicious.
We
Looks
just
like
need to do this.
the Catholic Church got in on these SM7B deals too.
Exactly.
He looks like somebody who would be cast in Law and Order SVU as the priest who's giving, like, they're walking and talking through the church, giving pertinent information
very
relevant to the investigation.
A lot of exposition from this guy. Exactly.
Stories is, I believe, about, if I can get the details right, is about a young man who was at, kind of like a birthday party, some kind of celebration.
Wait, can we go back just a little bit? What is he talking about?
Yeah, so we actually, the clip we have actually wasn't going to include much of him, but we can get a little bit of taste of what he's talking about here.
Oh, to God, a person who's reasonable would say, but I'm just playing. And I would say, I completely...
Playing with, Etsy witches.
Oh, I'm just playing around. I see. Yeah. So, okay.
A Ouija board sort of thing.
Right. Of course.
Understand that. And then I would say, at the same time, you remember the movie The Exorcist?
Of course.
Yeah. How can you forget it? So that story is based off of two true stories. And one of the true stories is, I believe, about, if I can get the details right, is about a young man who was at, kind of like a birthday.
I just want to say, if these were actually true stories, wouldn't you have the details pretty ready to hand that, like, a demonic spirit?
Right. No, I mean, he's circling around them. I mean, I get it. Like,
that's like me with Teapot Dome.
I'm not. I have a feeling that the part about the neck, the head spinning on the head, probably not true.
No, that is true. He would say that is true.
But the part of a child who was sick, that's probably true.
Probably.
And I would not be surprised if two priests went there and go, well, the kid has the devil in them. Yeah. Good.
Birthday party, some kind of celebration of some sort with kids, and they just busted out the Ouija board and just played for fun. But that was an entry point for what ultimately became a possession.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. I just need to take that in. This is the part of the story you're not going to believe. Not the part about the possession, but how they got there. Ouija board.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's what that story is.
Unbelievable.
Not trying to edify the fact that a possession is real, but that sometimes it comes from a Ouija board.
You know, the thing that Hasbro has the trademark for?
Yeah, exactly. This was the problem. There were no possessions, and we didn't have to do exorcisms until board games.
Yeah.
Yep. When Chutes and Ladders came out, this was a real problem.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. The operation.
Yeah.
But you would be surprised at how many different sectors of our economy are invested in witchcraft. I mean, the publishers of Harry Potter, for one.
God. Yep.
some of the most complicit.
Well, that's the weird thing is a lot of the right wingers were the type of people saying you couldn't read Harry Potter like 10 years ago, and then she came out as anti-trans, and now it's like, I guess, patriotic to read about Hogwarts.
I mean, Etsy's literally doing business with witches and allowing them to profit off of their website.
Platforming these witches.
Yes.
The New Deal had witch
Cancel.
regulations that have been stripped away, and now you got the free market. Witches can sell their witchcraft on Etsy.
Right.
You're playing with fire, messing with this stuff. There actually are demons in this world.
Oh.
Calling up the spirit world, in particular the devil's spirit world, can actually have real world consequences. It's not something to mess with. Many Christians believe this.
Yeah, they're wrong.
This is dangerous. It's not a game. It's literally evil. Second, this is what I really want you all and the people at Jezebel and Etsy to know.
Okay.
Erica and Charlie Kirk heard about these curses.
Right.
And that news genuinely rattled Erica in particular. She knew Christian teaching on the subject. She loved Charlie, absolutely. And she was scared when she heard of the curses Jezebel had called up.
Can you pause
So
it
much
for a
so.
sec?
Now, Sam Cedar and Emma Vigeland and Matt Leck and the rest of the people on the Majority Report are right to ridicule Megyn Kelly over this because this is ridiculous. And we're going to get into it in a minute here whether or not they think or I think that Megyn Kelly actually believes in this stuff. However, lots of MAGA does believe in this stuff. And it's funny to make fun of this. And I make fun of it all the time. However, I think this gives you a glimpse into how easy it was for Donald Trump to draw so many people into this cult of MAGA when people believe in literal demons and the devil and that witches put real curses on people and you have to bring in a priest to reverse the curse. Then you can sell all kinds of things to those people. You can sell them even the idea that Donald Trump was delivered by God to be president and to fight against their enemy, the Democrats. And that's what they like to call them, the Democrats, who they don't look at as just political opponents that have differing views on things, but, you know, we're all Americans. No, they view the Democrats as evil people who need to be stopped and destroyed. As Donald Trump said, his enemies, and he hates his enemies. So when you can get people to believe in all of these fairy tale things, then you can get them to believe in the fairy tale of MAGA and all of the lies that it is selling to people. And Megyn Kelly knows this. We're going to get into that here in just a minute.
So I like how she's saying Jezebel too, and like bringing it into her biblical,
Jezebel
Jezebels. You know, Jezebel is like it's a feminist kind of offshoot of Deadspin, if I'm not correct.
Yes, it's in the same sort of umbrella.
And they're using that term ironically,
Right.
Megyn.
Right.
It's called Jezebel because it has a feminist bent, and they're making fun of.
It's because they like being loose women.
Yeah, and then she's like, they're calling themselves Jezebels, casting
also
curses.
You are so proud that you're so slutty.
It'd be funny if she was like, yeah, this spirit stuff is no joke. I got one in the studio.
People are writing in. People are writing in like she doesn't get that it's ironic. She's admonishing witches for putting a spell on people and it being rude. I get the feeling she might know, and it's a little bit of a performance.
Yeah. She's also the person who made a big stink about how
Santa Claus
is a white guy.
Was like the idea of a black Santa Claus. Like, what?
You're not going to get presents.
Like article at one point where they go into this thing like, look, we don't really want any real harm, but maybe like his shoes are too big. Did you hear that? Like, they explain. They're like, "This is a goofy joke," and she like keeps going for some reason.
Well, Satan, you be careful what you wish for.
Well, but maybe she actually now that solves some things. She genuinely thinks Santa's real too, in addition to demons.
Oh yeah,
that must be it.
Yeah, it's the spirit realm.
That she and Charlie contacted a friend who I believe she said was a Catholic priest, but definitely a friend, and asked him to come over and pray with them over Charlie the night before he was murdered.
I don't believe this, but
She eventually.
you keep her up there, but
and so did Charlie.
They brought in a priest just for the Jezebel Etsy witches.
The witch curse from the Jezebel blog, where they contracted with some Etsy witches. Apparently,
no, I know, but I'm saying like they brought in the priest specifically for that. I find that hard to believe.
And and I'll just say,
and I find it hard to believe that they did, and it didn't work.
That's what I wanted to point out. Is clearly these witches are more popular than powerful than Christ.
No, I think honestly,
They're
honestly,
huge numbers on Etsy.
Somebody's got to talk to that priest and see what they like. If it was a scam.
I actually have Catholics in my family who bought a new house and invited the priest over in the first week to have dinner and bless the house. And the night the priest left, a picture fell off of the wall.
Oh.
Right, they just moved in, so maybe I think maybe you didn't put it in correctly. But my family thinks the house is haunted.
So they go a little bit off track here, I think, but I want to stick with the Megyn Kelly aspect of things. Now, the idea that Sam Seder brings up of is Megyn Kelly in on the joke here? I think she is. Megyn Kelly apparently is Catholic, so maybe she believes in demons and the devil and literal curses and all that. She also has a law degree. That's not to say that somebody with a law degree can't be a crazy person in terms of believing in literal curses and demons and all that. But Megyn Kelly lost her Fox job. She lost her NBC job, and her last ditch effort basically to make a living, I think, was to go on YouTube, where she has gone full on MAGA. She used to be kind of an enemy of Trump, and then she went on full on MAGA, and she has to peddle this stuff because even if Megyn Kelly doesn't believe in curses, a lot of MAGA believes in curses. And again, like I say, if you can, take people that believe in ghosts and demons and devils, and if you get cursed by a website, then you have to bring in a priest to reverse the curse or do an exorcism or whatever, then you can sell all kinds of things to people. You can sell them that Donald Trump is the Messiah, that Charlie Kirk was a Messiah. I don't know how they'll compete with each other if you can have more than one Messiah, but you can sell them, that Tylenol is dangerous to pregnant women and vaccines are bad and all the rest. So even though it's funny, and I agree with Sam Seder and Emma Vigeland in the Majority Report making fun of Megyn Kelly about this Charlie Kirk nonsense, I also think it really gives a vision into what MAGA believes and how easily people, if they can believe in one cult in terms of religion, then they can buy into another cult, which is MAGA and Donald Trump's cult. But let me know what you think about all this. Do you agree with Sam Seder and Emma Vigeland? Do you think Megyn Kelly is right? Do you think that Charlie Kirk was literally cursed and that they brought in a priest to try to reverse it? Apparently it didn't work. But let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to give me a like and subscribe. I'm Chris on Culture, and I'll see you in the next video.